Hey yo, it's your boy, Opinionated MJ, MoNeYBaLL 48. This the early individual NBA awards episode right here. But before I even go any further, I got to talk about James Harden right here, right damn now. Listen, bro. You asked for Chris Paul, you got him. You asked for Russell Westbrook, you got him. You had Dwight Howard, you had Carmelo Anthony. I'm just going to say this straight up. You need to stay the course at this point, because you going to another team does nothing but destroy the legacy you could actually have if you just stayed in Houston, stay the course. You know, everybody's sleeping on Golden State. People are actually caught blindside when somebody says Phoenix in the top 10 power rankings. I'll put them there too. They top 10. If I'm not mistaken, I think I had them 5th over Golden State, surprisingly. And that's just because of their current construction and the fact that the Warriors got a bunch of new players. They're getting Steph back. They don't have an actual, they got an identity. They have a culture. They don't have an identity right now. They're working on that. But you just adding Chris Paul to that equation, you know what I'm saying? Jay Crowder and, DeAndre Ayton getting on some good footing. But anyway, you need to stay the course in Houston, bro. You got Christian Wood over there. You got DeMarcus Cousins. So you got two bigs over there now. You could run totally different sets, and they both can shoot. So before you just try to pack your bags and leave and go somewhere and gut the bench and potentially take a superstar like a Ben Simmons from a Philly, or you gut the bench of the Brooklyn Nets and then all of a sudden it's on you three. If you go to Brooklyn, Kevin coming back from an Achilles, bro, we don't know what that's going to look like. And I know that means that if you go over there, that's less of a workload that he has. But I'm going to just quote Chris Rock. Just because you could do it don't mean it's to be done. Like, it don't mean that. And yeah, I actually think that you need, I'm not going to say that you like Kobe, because you ain't nothing like Kobe, period. And that's my guy. But you need a big man with you, and Philly needs everybody wants Ben Simmons to shoot. I won't say Philly want him to shoot, but everybody wants Ben Simmons to shoot threes. You going over there would allow Joel Embiid to only pop out, even though that would kind of pull him away from getting offensive rebounds and stuff, but that would still allow that pick and roll to be unguardable. You already unguardable as it is. Anybody could screen for you and you're unguardable. So you add Embiid to that equation, that's nice, but just stay the course. Just stay the course. Try to figure out if you guys can get somebody that can have some decent type of defense for a LeBron, AD, Steph Curry, go from there. And, I don't know what to say about the other stars in the league, like the Devin Bookers of the world, or Donovan Mitchells. I don't know who's guarding them, but whatever. You got it over there. That team, that's been your team from top to bottom, bro. So stay the course. Houston loves you. They basically stan you. Stan fan. And for those that don't know what stan is, go listen to Eminem's song Stan. It's old, but go listen to it. That's where the term stan comes from. I just think this era is getting soft when it comes to actually having the endurance to keep taking hits to the face, keep taking haymakers, and then just come out with that knockout punch. Only Golden State really did it like that, as a team, or as a core. Dirk withstood a lot of changes. In Dallas, especially from making the finals in 06 and then getting back there in 11. Like, we don't got nobody that endure anything anymore. The Spurs, the Warriors, Dirk. I'm gonna just slide this in here real quick. Steph Curry is going to end up being the new Tim Duncan. Anyway, I think this era getting soft because if you're not winning, you ready to cut and run. Everybody. James Harden. I don't really know what to say about Russ. I don't know if he felt that way, but he in Washington, so I can't really put him in that class. It's just a lot of y'all just cutting and running. You know what I'm saying? Running to another superstar and basically submitting to being a number 2 or submitting to being a co-star. Whereas if I think about Giannis, everybody like, oh, he need to shoot threes. You want Giannis to shoot threes? Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Add it to your game. Add it to your repertoire. But don't make that like the primary focus of your game. The dude is a center with wing capability, wing mobility. Let me correct that. Giannis to me is a center with wing mobility, which means he could get up and down the court. He could guard the perimeter. Center-wise, he can guard the rim. He finishes at the rim. That's Giannis. He need to add post moves. Y'all talking about jump shots from 17 and out. That'd be great. I think if he can add the Kevin Garnett mid-range to his arsenal, Drew Holiday can basically be Rondo with a shot. A scoring Rondo. But I just think y'all need to stay the course, man. A lot of y'all need to stay the course. Giannis, you too. I think you need to just go on and stay in Milwaukee, man, because the way that this league is set up right now, full of dynamic duos and still has the potential for big threes. If you win a championship, if Giannis won a championship this year, or even James Harden, do you know how major that is for a legacy? Just one ring with the current construction of the league. Imagine that. Can't nobody say nothing to you. Nobody. Anyway, let me get into these individual awards. It's going to be a little quick show. I got my MVP top 3. Of course, I got Steph Curry up there because everybody expects nothing of him. They actually expect the Warriors. What was ESPN's ranking? Was they like 14th in the West? Was that just the West? Yeah, that was the West because the Pistons were the 14th in the East. So put that together somehow. And I'm from Detroit. The Pistons are my team, and I root for the Warriors heavy. So just think about that for a second. Think about how everybody drags my Pistons through the mud, but then ESPN is comparing the Warriors, they aren't comparing them, but they're placing them at the same number that they're placing my Detroit Pistons. Nobody even believes in my Pistons, except Detroit fans right now. And we'll touch on that in a minute. I got Luka number 2, even though arguably he could be number 1 because he doesn't have Porzingis early, and he lost a lot of key pieces, man. Seth Curry, if he could still manage to get a top 4 seed, that's MVP. Same thing with Steph. No Clay, top 4 seed, MVP. I got Giannis in there, of course, because everybody trying to write him off. Oh, it's going to be voters fatigue. No. If this dude puts up another type of season where it's like, oh, he got the second best overall efficiency rating, whatever it was that he is all time now, as I think he got the all-time record. If he go number 2 against himself and it still has the best record in the league, how could you not give it to him? I'm not one of the people that's going to give it to LeBron or AD because I wouldn't. I mean, I felt some type of way about people saying Steph and KD canceled each other out. So a lot of these co-star teams, unless you still averaging 30 and 10 or something like that, I can't give it to y'all, man. I just can't. You got a co-star. Great players make great players greater. That's another saying of mine. Great players make great players greater. The other saying is you still got to play. So regardless of the construct of your team, if you got 5 all-stars on your team and 2 superstars, you still got to play. Period. That's my MVP top 3. I got my Rookie of the Year top 5. I got LaMelo Ball actually at number 1 because he's the point guard. I'm assuming he's starting. They all talking about, oh, we're impressed with him and this, that, and the third. Cool. That's cool. So if Charlotte makes it to the playoffs, if Charlotte could creep into a 5 seed, I might have to give him Rookie of the Year. 5, 6 seed? That's kind of high. And then what you going to say? What? Oh, they got Gordon Hayward. Right. But before I just said that, you didn't think that they would still even make the playoffs or even be higher than the 7 or 8 seed. So anything over that, Rookie of the Year. James Wiseman. If the Warriors are top 3 in the West or just top 3 in the league because of Steph Curry over there, and Wiseman got nice numbers, 15 and 8, 15 and 10, I honestly think he could be like a Dwight Howard. We don't know. We're just guessing. And he out right now. He ain't even practicing. So if he come in here and make that impact like that and keep everybody off of him, can actually make his shot, his jump shot in the NBA, he could translate it from the 3 college games that he played to the NBA. How could you not give it to him? Anyway, moving along, I got Patrick Williams of the Chicago Bulls because the guy got skills, bro. And if the Bulls flirt with a playoff spot, same way Ja Morant just did, I might have to give it to Patrick Williams, bro. I got Obi Toppin. I'm big on college players that play more than 1 year. Really, I wish some would play more than 2 because you're bringing a readiness to the NBA game. You're bringing a discipline. You're bringing an understanding. Apparently, you're coachable. Or I would assume you're more coachable because you actually stayed instead of jumping. And I know certain people got certain situations, family, finances. That's cool. I'm all about that. But if you actually can stay in college and be successful like he was, automatically you getting put in the Rookie of the Year conversation. I got Kyra Lewis in here. He in there. Same reason. Sophomore, out of college. Might come to the game. He borderline got a clean slate because the Pelicans got rid of Drew Holiday. So who's starting at point guard? Likely him. I may be wrong. My honorable mentions. I got Detroit Pistons on Killy Hayes. Yes, I'm trying to spread that nickname all over the place. They'll find it one day like, oh, he the first person said Killy. Yeah, Killy. Maybe you don't like it, but that's me. I actually got Udoka Azubuike there for the Utah Jazz because I feel like him being picked by the Jazz puts them in position to trade Rudy Gobert and start him. So let's not sleep on that because Donovan Mitchell over there, and if Mike Conley show up in a different manner, Bogdanovich, Ingles, and he would kind of be like the James Wiseman of the Utah Jazz. And if he could put up them numbers, 15-7, 15-10, same thing for Wiseman. Gotta throw him in there. And I'm gonna throw Anthony Edwards in there as well. I don't necessarily think that he will flourish because they still got D'Angelo Russell, Towns, Malik Beasley. So we'll see. It's a lot of growth that's still required over there. And he might not really get the type of I don't really know what to expect from Anthony Edwards. He is more wild card to me than LaMelo Ball is. And that's saying something. For my defensive player of the year top 3. Real quick, Giannis, AD. I'm going to throw Draymond Green in there because if Steve Kerr actually wants to focus on defense, he wants to be a top 10 defense, it's going to be on Draymond's back. And that means Draymond got everybody to buy in, and he is still basically the lifeblood of the defense that the Warriors put out on the floor. I would give him the award if they a top 10 defense, period. No argument. No debate. For the sixth man, it's just down to one team. I got Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert of the Brooklyn Nets. They might not be there the whole year, but I just think that will work. And even if they got traded for James Harden and went to Brooklyn, I still got them as the, because I mean, John Wall is not going to drop to the 2 for Spencer, and I don't think Spencer would play the 2. But that's my pick. Mine. I don't know. You can let me know yours. Drop it in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter. My most improved player of the year. I got 3 players down here, and it's kind of weird, but it's my list. I got DeAndre Ayton. He got Chris Paul, bro, to go with Devin Booker. That alone, a lot of people like, oh, well, Chris Paul going over there is going to drown him out. I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I seen Chris Paul last year, and he was actually sacrificing his game. I expect him to do the same here with Devin Booker. He ain't have a Devin Booker on OKC. Shout out to SGA, though. You nice. I got Rajon Rondo down here, and that's if Atlanta even puts him in as the 6th man. But if he runs that second unit and Atlanta, look, listen to my last pod. Yes, I said it. I think Atlanta could surprise to the point of being a finals team if they come together perfectly. Keyword perfectly. Perfectly. They got to get luck. They got to click. Chemistry got to be on. Timing. Making timely shots in big moments. Everything got to be going on. They got almost all the elements of the game that you need. Only thing I can't think of off top is, they got perimeter defense. What if Rondo go over there and install perimeter defensive mentality? Got to give it to Rondo then. Got to. That's like a no-brainer. And then I got Lou Williams. That's kind of expected. I don't got Schroeder or Trez no more because they together. So same thing with Lou and Trez. Like, they both can't get it. And they would cancel each other out in a sense. Coach of the year, real quick, Terry Stotts. He put that together with what they got now because they didn't kind of cleaned up their weaknesses. And if Melo could still drop 15, 17 a game and be happy and all of the other pieces come together, man, the Blazers about to be nice, bro. That might be another dark horse Western team over there that might be able to get to the finals if everything shakes right. I got Steve Kerr because they don't have Clay. Top 3 seed or higher. Even top 4. Might have to go to Steve. I got Monty Williams because if Phoenix goes where I expected them to go in the power rankings, including over the Warriors again, I said 5th seed, but if they go any higher, might have to be Monty. Easy. I got Lloyd Pierce for ATL because if everything works perfectly, like I'm saying, got to give it to him. I got Mike Malone because Denver lost a lot of pieces. And if MPJ come along, dude look like another Kevin Durant. Oh, we got alarms going off. Dude look like another Kevin Durant. And if what I seen in the playoffs translates to the regular season all of a sudden, and he can actually stay on the floor, stay healthy, that's looking real good. I got Nick Nurse, of course, because they lost some big pieces. Serge Ibaka, Marc Gasol. And if they still make a top 5 seed, got to be Nick Nurse. Last but not least, I got Steve Nash. What if he actually comes there and wins a championship in year 1 like Steve Kerr? Got to give it to him. This your boy, Opinionated MJ. Follow me on Twitter, Opinionated_MJ. Like, subscribe, all of that. And I'm going to be hitting y'all a little bit more. I'll holla at y'all.